Welcome back to Small Problems, Big Laughs, Kid Life Crisis. Missed the first part? Check the link in the description and join the fun.
Oh, here's a picture of my cats.
Oh, gosh, they've got your eyes.
And you?
Oh, actually, I do have children.
Oh, wow. Okay. How many?
3.
Gosh, never mind. I don't know, could you adopt them? Hey, don't cry. They'll soon grow up and leave home.
Ben's 26 and he's still living at home.
That's awful. I'm so sorry for your loss. Because I had no social life, the fear went into overdrive. Fear of missing out. Fear of regret. Fear of standing on the posh bath mat. Fear of what to do with my time if my career stalled, which I kind of had already. If I wasn't a successful career woman or a mother, what exactly was I? As well as these sudden feelings of isolation and panic, several other things happened when I turned 35. Hangovers lasting 4 days, an obsession with special buys at Aldi, ditching thongs for big pants, and no idea what any bands are in a festival lineup. So then baby panic naturally led to man panic, a kind of chicken and egg situation. It was like Ant and Dec. You couldn't have one without the other. But I'd given it a go. I'd been on Tinder for a year, although all I'd achieved was a repetitive strain injury in my thumb from swiping no. Have you ever been on Tinder? It's full of pictures of men kissing their biceps in gym mirrors or taming lions with their tops off. Or at weddings, looking slightly off camera, laughing and holding a glass of champagne. I had a hopeful swipe frenzy after turning 35 and something was very off. Only much older men who wore what can only be described as casual chinos were appearing. I asked one of my male friends what was happening.
Oh, it's the 35 cut-off.
Sorry?
Most men will have a cut-off of 35.
What? Did these men think I'd woken up on my 35th birthday cackling and eating my granola out of a cauldron? Or that I was desperate to get pregnant on the first date? Anyway, I scrapped Tinder and tried Guardian Soulmates, which asked me about 500 questions like, have you ever had a turmeric latte? And do you want kids? I was 35, so I chose an age bracket of 30 to 40, which seemed reasonable. And I did some searches and found a few nice guys in their late 30s. All good so far. But then my heart sank when I saw on their profiles that their age cut-off was, you guessed it, guys, 35. So I tried increasing the men's age bracket to see if that helped.
Michael, 48, likes jazz, photography and French wine. Looking for a woman aged 20 to 23.
Oh, knob off, Michael, you narrow-minded tosspot. So I just gave up and committed to being a fabulous bachelor. And as for my womb, I considered turning it into a fruit bowl or a handbag. At 37, I was done with trying to date. Society was sending me a clear message. You're on the shelf, love. You're over the hill. You're done. You're basically Woolworths. I removed the dating apps from my phone and installed Borrow My Doggy instead, an app which lets you dog sit other people's dogs. When I see dogs, I become Doody, the dog equivalent of Broody. I imagine me and a dog running through a park in slow motion, laughing for no reason at all. The dog would sleep on my bed and make me feel complete. He'd always love me, wouldn't emigrate, wouldn't slam doors or drain my bank account. I didn't need a man. I didn't need anyone. I just ideally needed a normal career, my own flat and a dog breeder. I didn't need a man or a baby. I was fine on my own. But then I met someone. And my age wasn't an issue. And neither was his. Even though he's actually younger than me. Like, young enough to have never owned a cassette player or know what a garbage pail kid is. But old enough to remember computer games taking 10 hours to load on your Amstrad. And it totally caught me off guard. It was absolutely terrifying. Because I was falling in love and falling down the rabbit hole again. Fantasies of running through the park with a dog were replaced with us holding hands with a child. Our child, of course, not just some random child who happened to be in the park. So I was trying to enjoy the honeymoon stage of this new relationship when the rabbits came back. And this time, they had a clever little rhyme.
You found a mate. It's not too late. It's time for you to procreate.
I was Alice again, waking up in a sweat next to my boyfriend and thinking it's now the time to have the conversation. Morning! Do you want breakfast? Do you want kids? Because my eggs are dying, so we should hurry up if so. I mean the eggs in my ovaries, not the ones in my kitchen. Oh, do you know what an ovary is? Wait, where are you going? Come back. It was made worse by the fact that I knew he had decades to decide. So I asked him, and his reply made all the little rabbits drop their ticking watches and freeze. I'm not sure, he said. I mean, I've never been good at decisions, so this was not helpful. And I was confused because I didn't understand my reaction. My heart sank a little. Was it because deep down I really wanted them? Or because I wanted to have the choice? What if I later decided I wanted them, but he didn't? Would I have to end it and order a sperm donor catalogue and that turkey baster? Now I felt like we were standing in limbo under a big ticking clock. I was sad at the thought of not having a family with the person I love, and worried what everyone else would think if we didn't. So I wrote a list of reasons to have kids. Number 1, when they're not vomiting and screaming, they're sometimes cute. Number 2, they say funny things, which takes the pressure off me. Number 3, kids' trainers are adorable. Number 4, I really enjoy lying down for a rest in soft play centres. You know those ball pits? When I take my nephew, I obviously don't go alone. Number 5, those parent and child parking spaces in supermarkets are right at the front. My cervix came up with that, by the way. It's very competent today. Number 6, love. I think we'd make a nice family, and my boyfriend would be a great dad. So I compare both lists and conclude that neither is better than the other. Both have pros and cons. You just have to commit to whichever path you choose and celebrate all the best bits. My boyfriend and I now live together, and no, there isn't the pitter-patter of tiny feet, but there are tiny paws. Billy the kitten. He's cute, playful, affectionate, and litter-trained. And that's just my boyfriend I'm talking about. The cats are right too. Who knows? We might still have a choice for a while, but we won't rush into doing something life-changing just because we've run out of conversation and failed to get pensions. We'll ignore the rabbits and their clocks for now and enjoy being just the 2 of us. The 3 of us, if you include Billy. If we have a baby, it has to be through love, not through fear. And if I do have a kid one day, I'll keep it real and remember my carefree single days with nostalgia. So I'll definitely call it chlamydia.
If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more laughter and entertainment.